Welcome back to my series, Dance Mums Uncovered. This week, I'm uncovering how the show made Maddie seem like a sore loser. There is evidence that strongly suggests that the producers used misleading editing to make her seem super upset when she lost or made a mistake on stage. So let's just say that there could have been more to this than the producers cared to show. Feel free to share your thoughts on the following evidence. My first piece of evidence is the truth about the Season 1 and 2 interviews. During a meet and greet in the ALDCLA studio, Abby and Jojo discussed what it was like to do interviews for the show. Abby revealed that during Seasons 1 and 2 of Dance Mums, the producers would strongly encourage the cast to say particular things.
And at the beginning, the first 2 seasons, they would tell the kids what to say.
Oh.
I know Maddie, they would tell her what to say. And they are relentless, and they won't let you get up out of the chair and leave until you say it, until they wear you down, until they get it out of you.
If you listen to some of Maddie's early interviews, it's pretty easy to tell the difference between when she's coached and when she's speaking her own mind. In some interviews, her words seem super disconnected and she stumbles over her words, like she's trying to remember what to say.
Chloe is my biggest competitor. I think I'm a little bit better than her because I've won many awards than her. I always win first because I work really hard in classes and I'm usually against like 7-year-olds. Nervous for my solo, I want to dance really well, beat Chloe and get back to the top of the pyramid.
But in other interviews, when I believe she's probably not being directed, she has a lot more fun with it and speaks her mind much more clearly.
I just walked right out of the room. I was like, I'm embarrassed, so I need to leave. I'm really prepared for my solo, and I think I'm going to do very good. And even though it's jazz, I think I'll pull it off. I'm really not sure if Brooke wants to be part of our group still. She'll sometimes say, I hate dance. Depends what day it is.
Evidence number 2, the watermelon game. In Season 1, Episode 8, the girls visit Abby's house in Florida for lunch. Abby sets up a game where a watermelon is greased and the kids have to try and fight to be the first one to get it out of the pool. Partway through this game, Maddie starts to cry and clutch her left knee, saying she was hurt. Both Holly and Christy say in their interviews that they don't think she was hit at all.
But from my vantage point, I'm looking at the game. Maddie was not hit.
Maddie cried because she didn't win. She didn't win the stupid watermelon game.
This whole scene makes it seem like Maddie can't handle not winning everything she does. I was definitely fooled when I first watched this scene, but then I went back and watched the competition for this episode. When Maddie meets her rival Juliana at the competition, if you look closely you can see what appears to be a scrape or a bruise just above her left knee.
You know, she's very competitive, but she likes when there's a challenge. Moving over. Cool.
So Maddie actually was injured, even though the show made it look like she was faking being hurt because she didn't win a game. Number 3, the Joffrey Ballet Scholarship. We all know the scene where Chloe gets a call from the Joffrey Ballet School and Maddie freaks out. But did you know that Maddie got a scholarship too? Melissa confirmed this on Twitter, and there are online records that show that both Chloe and Maddie were invited to their summer program. Maddie was just freaking out because she wanted to organise her makeup and her mum wouldn't let her. Furthermore, when Christy talks about a girl being upset because she didn't get a call, she never mentions Maddie by name.
I know exactly how that little girl was feeling, and I know that she wants this Joffrey scholarship as much as anyone else.
She was probably talking about one of the other girls like Nia or Paige. 4. Maddie losing to Mackenzie. It was shocking to see how upset Maddie was after Mackenzie beat her in Season 5. I don't believe it was this simple though. Remember when Maddie says this?
I just said, make happy. I said, be proud of her. No, I know that, Maddie.
I have a theory that Melissa was telling her to keep smiling and look happy because the second she made a slightly grumpy looking face, the producers could use it to make her look miserable. This isn't a new concept though. During a meet and greet in Toronto, Brooke explained how the producers would make her look miserable during Pyramid through sneaky editing.
One time I tested it out during Pyramid and I smiled the entire time, okay? Maybe 1 minute out of the 3-hour pyramid that I was not full on smiling. Watch that episode, wasn't smiling. There was literally 5 seconds that I wasn't smiling and you aired that part.
And that's the minute they use.
I think Melissa annoyed Maddie by encouraging her to keep looking happy so she wouldn't be edited to look like a sore loser. Maddie's even forcing a smile when Abby yells at her later in the episode. Even the quick scene in the hallway after Mackenzie's win seems fake. I've listened super closely to this line of Maddie's, and I can guarantee that she never said the word stupid. I think Maddie only says this because she's embarrassed that her mum is crying on national television. The last evidence I have are false subtitles. There are some scenes where Maddie is given inaccurate subtitles to make her look like a brat. In season 1, after the girls perform the dance, Make You Mine, the girls are backstage. Subtitles have been edited in to make it look like Maddie said, "We were terrible, I'm so embarrassed." But you can't actually see her mouth move at all. It's true that she could have been a bit upset about the performance, but I don't believe for a second that she told her teammates that they were all horrible. Another classic example of this is in Australia, when it seems like Maddie is crying in the bathroom because she fell out of her turns. Again, I do think Maddie was upset with herself, but I don't think she ever said what the subtitles claimed she said. This whole scene just seems so fake in general. The crying sounds totally fake. It's like some random grown woman made those crying noises.
Plateauing.
And you can see Maddie here when she's supposedly in the bathroom crying. I'm not even convinced that this door leads to a bathroom at all. It could just be the door to the hallway. Why would you even need a sink in this room if there's a bathroom right there? Maddie has been judged by so many fans for these scenes that I mentioned. I'm not saying she was happy to lose or anything. She did seem to be especially self-critical when she thought she messed up. But I think the producers wanted her to be portrayed as a snobby kid to create more drama for the show. So what do you guys think? Has Maddie been labelled an entitled brat unfairly? Or do you still think she has an attitude problem? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!